Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. It's so good to be back. I just went to do a little element check-in. I know I've been kind of back and forth, back and forth. I'm actually doing a seminar this weekend, so I don't have a lot of time to sit on here and really go through each sign individually. So I was going to come on and do an element read until after the seminar, and then I can come back on and do individual signs. So until the seminar's over, I'm just going to give you guys a little bit of an element preview of what to expect, what's kind of going on. So let's start with the air element, actually, and we'll do Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and we'll see what's going on for October. So I hope everyone's doing well. Missed you guys. Hey, Catherine. Good morning. It's your one day off. Oh my gosh, enjoy it. I hope that the weather's good for you. Where I am, it seems like it's going to be a really nice day outside. Yeah, it's good to see you too. It's good to connect. So let's jump into Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. What's going on for you guys? Okay, big changes for air signs. I feel like environment too, like there's something going on in your environment, people, places, and things. Friendship too. Quiet time. Ooh, that just flew out. Stress. Kind of correlates with what I was saying with quiet time. There's a lot going on here. So it seems like you guys could be juggling a couple different things. Again, people, places, things, relationships, friendships, family, all kinds of things. You have so many lit candles. Be careful, you know what I mean? Because it's like you're juggling something. So just be careful. And you're also like, I don't know if you feel strained in your communication. Like if you feel like you have to like overemphasize, reiterate, like repeat yourself. Like it's like you have to like, I don't know what that is, but it's like an emphasis on communication, and like maybe like somebody's just like pushing your buttons where it's like you feel like you just have to like scream something. So just be aware of that energy as it makes a shift, because it looks like you might be dealing with another energy. Because whenever I get the stress card, there's always like an indication of an outside influence because of this other energy that's sitting here with the needle that's pointed at this balloon or this bubble. So just be aware that like maybe somebody's words, they might catch you off guard, or like an interaction with somebody might catch you off guard, or something might catch you off guard when you least expect it. Because you're juggling, you're balancing, you're trying to like go with the motions of something, you're focused, you're preoccupied. So just be aware of that energy as you continue to move forward, because it looks like you're moving forward, like you're coming onto stable ground, but there's something here where it's like if you're not paying attention, like you could drop these candles. See what I'm saying? So there's a lot going on around you, air signs. I feel like there's a lot of communication in the headspace too. Like you might feel cloudy. Like your mind might feel cloudy. If you are feeling cloudy, what I would recommend doing, spend some time outside, under the sun if you can. Just a little bit, like 5-10 minutes. That's really all you need. Just sit under like sunlight, you know what I'm saying? And ground yourself. Like I feel like that would help, like putting your, like literally like putting your physical body on the earth. Because there's something that's keeping like a mental energy in play. Like there's a mental energy here. Could have to do with connections and people, where it's like something's on your mind. So you have completion, and it actually came out reversed. So with completion being in reverse, air signs, I feel like this is a little bit of an uphill battle for you. look at something from a different perspective. If you can, like, try to change your perception on what something means to be completed. Because I feel like there is a sense of doing things the way that everyone else does it, and that might not be working for you. And again, I know that's really vague, but your truth, your version of how something comes together, that piece of that puzzle, it's almost like quiet down your mind, and it, like, you're going to see something, because there's something that's distracting you. It's keeping you going and going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's keeping you in a headspace, and it's like right in front of you. Something's right in front of you. Something's being completed. You're at the end of some type of cycle, but it's like you're getting hit at like left and right, like with like changes. Like it could be like friendship changes, family changes, environment changes, job changes, energy changes, even emotional changes, physical changes. Like there's something that it's like one thing after another, and it's you're trying to find your balance in the middle. But there's a need to change your perception on something, because as you, and again, I'm sorry if you can like hear me drink my coffee, but it's a little quiet where I am. And if you do hear noise in the background, it's actually the washing machine, so I apologize. But let's get another card here. Okay, awareness. Okay, so definitely something with perception here. So air signs, I feel like you guys have been doing something for a very long time. Like a repetitious balancing act, right? You're at the completion of it. You see something. You're seeing through the veil of something. Something is like peeling away, like literally kind of like an onion. Like that's literally what they're showing me. They're showing me an onion and like all the layers being peeled off of it. So this is a process again. Like when you peel an onion, like don't your eyes water? Like kind of makes you like tear up a little bit. So it could be emotional. Like there could be something emotional where it's like as you peel back these layers of something, or as something peels back and all these layers fall, like those emotions are going to come out again with this frustration, with this stress card. But you're at the completion of something, and it involves some type of like level of awareness. Let's pull one more, and then I'll pull like an individual for Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and hopefully I have enough time to do that before I have to go back to the seminar. And we have abundance. If you've been working really hard towards a goal, towards something, you're getting there. There's a completion, there's an awareness, there's an abundance. You're stepping into this energy. You're moving towards this energy. But just be aware of this other energy. Again, that might be either a distraction or it's like something that you're holding on to. Because I'm being pulled to like this string that this person's holding on to that's attached to this little monkey down here. And that string it's like you can let that string go. So that tells me that it's something that you're holding on to, where it's like this could be a connection from the past. It could be something from the past that's like causing some type of recycle of events. But you're completing something, so it tells me that you see something and you're stepping into that abundance. You have masculine and feminine energy here. I feel like there's a release of some type of guilt. So if you felt like a sense of responsibility, again with the stress card, you might have felt a sense of responsibility of like needing to juggle all of this stuff for other people. With that sense of responsibility, you're at the end of that cycle. So all that weight that you've been carrying, all that stress that you've been carrying, whether like it's coming off of you in ways that are being completed, it's going to involve a perception shift. Because right now I don't think you see it. Because there's a lot going on in this card. And with this being the first card out, it's like you're still out here on these little balloons. You're still out here with like 3 legs, juggling all these candles and like blowing a trumpet. And again, that can symbolize so many different things, right? So just be aware that you're paying attention with where you're putting your feet. See what I'm saying? Like, stay grounded. Because something is, it's like something's going on around you. You got to stay grounded because something's being completed. There's an awareness here that I feel like you already have intuitively, like even subconsciously, like you have some type of an awareness where you know that you're reaching the end of something. You're reaching that completion into like stable ground. And with that awareness of it, like you can see this vision of abundance. But there's still something going on in the present moment that has like potential to like cause distraction and disharmony and like stress, really, because it's the stress card. So just be cautious of that as you move with this energy. So let's do a couple of these. Let's get 4 cards. And again, this is for Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but then I am going to pull 1 for Gemini, 1 for Aquarius, 1 for Libra. So just to kind of get a little bit more specific, if I can, before the seminar. So, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, what do we got? Page of Wands. Woo! Okay. Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so you could have something coming up from the past here that is definitely directed by the Hierophant here. This is, again, with this being crowned by the awareness card, there's something very spiritually led. This could have been a lesson. Again, with the 7 of Cups and the stress card, they're kind of going hand in hand with each other right now. This is telling me that there's a lesson in this. Like, somebody needs the strength to figure something out, and it involves their past. It involves a lot of memories, completing something. The 6 of Cups is revisiting. This is also memories. This is also fond memories. This can indicate something coming back around from the past. This can indicate a balance between the present emotions and the past emotions. This can indicate a lot of different things. But with strength being here with the Hierophant and the 7 of Cups, there is, it's like, this Page of Wands needs strength as something gets wrapped up, because something, like, there's going to be doors that open up for this Page of Wands. So this is like a fire sign energy. But this isn't, again, this can also just be you embodying that fire energy, where it's like you get that spark, that passion, that drive, you got that momentum. The Page of Wands would definitely be able to handle a lot of different things that's going on, because the Page of Wands is like a youthful energy. It like, there's a lot of like, it's a younger energy. And so with the Page of Wands can handle stress a little bit different, in my perspective as a reader, because this person has more like stamina in a sense. So this Page of Wands, like, you're taking on whatever stress this is with a lot of stamina. And so that's a good thing. Like, you're not exhausted. You might feel exhausted, like you might come home and you might be tired, but with this Page of Wands, this tells me that you actually have the energy to like to overcome this, especially with strength. And I know that like some people might not understand that when I say that, but the Page of Wands, like, this is a more youthful energy. This is somebody who would have more energy to just burn off. You see what I'm saying? So you're approaching the situation with a powerhouse battery of energy. So and that's actually a good thing, because that means that you have the strength to balance out whatever this is. Because whatever this is guided. And it's for you to make a decision for something to be completed. The Seven of Cups, these are opportunities. And again, this is just a general for Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. These are opportunities. You have the stamina and the strength to complete whatever cycle this is, to balance this out, because there's a lot of opportunities that are coming forward. So air signs have a lot coming towards them, because I'm seeing this stress card where it's like something right now might be stressing you out. You might not know what direction to go in. You might not see something as an opportunity. You might actually be seeing these things as like, this could potentially burn me, right? Because it's a candle, it has a flame. But then it comes in as the Seven of Cups. And I'm actually seeing these in the same way, where it's like all of a sudden you have a perception shift where it's like this isn't stressing you out anymore. You're actually seeing it as something that you have strength to see the potential for, because you have all these opportunities that are being given to you that you're being guided towards. And this involved a shift in your perspective, the completion of a cycle, and needing to let go of what no longer serves you. So that's just a very high level like message for just the air signs in general, with the Wheel of Fortune and the 10 of Pence and the 8 of Pence at the bottom of the deck. You're working towards stability, and the Wheel of Fortune is turning. So it's coming. You have a King of Cups here with the Empress. Could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Somebody is super, super, like, again, I could go into this in multiple different ways. If you are dealing with a connection, or if you aren't currently dealing with a connection, but you have multiple people where it's like, I have just like so much going on, like I'm just kind of dating around, I don't really know like who's for me. You could have had things close out in the past. You could have had people come back from the past, and you're like, you know, like I gotta, you know, close out this chapter and move forward, you know, the classic Mercury retrograde, like whatever you want to call it, right? By closing out what no longer serves you, you have something coming towards you that is beautifully abundant, but it's like patience is required, because something is building with the Pentacles. It's building. So this is like stability. This is somebody willing to put the time in, willing to work. With the Knight of Pentacles also being here, this is like a slow moving energy. But the Knight of Pentacles always gets to the destination. It's just they're very practical. They're very slow moving. This could be like a, I want to say like a Virgo Venus. I don't know why, but it's coming like if you, Virgo Venus, even Capricorn Venus, it could be Earth Venus. Really, there's a lot here. There's heavy Earth here. Not in a bad way, but heavy Earth energy. So you could be connecting again, strong Taurus, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Could be somebody with a Virgo Venus. We've been hearing Virgo Mars. Virgo energy, very strong, is coming through. So somebody could have strong Virgo, right? Or it could be embodying that energy in some way, shape, and form. Yeah, so let's pull an individual for each sign quickly so that we can kind of see what's going on with Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius individually. So with that being the theme, let's do Gemini. So Gemini, what's going on with Gemini? Let's do a couple cards for Gemini. 5 of Wands correlates with that stress, a lot of competition, a lot of back and forth, communication. 4 of Swords, it's exhausting you. You need to take some time out and rest, Gemini. You're completing some type of cycle with the World at the bottom of the deck. 3 of Cups underneath of it. So there's a lot of outside influences in your energy, Gemini. And it's exhausting you. You have to complete some type of cycle, but it's going to require some type of time out. Not in a you know, like negative way or anything like that. It's just a time out for you mentally and emotionally and spiritually. There's a time out that's needed to happen because you're surrounded with a lot of conflict. You're trying to do too many things at once. You have someone around you, Gemini, that's a little bit of an what's the word I'm looking for, where they like pick fights, like an instigator. There could be somebody instigating something where it's like they're just kind of picking fights or like picking like little arguments, like petty energy, you know what I mean? It's the 5 of Wands. But there's a lot of like, there's a huge emphasis on needing to be very practical with the decisions for yourself, Gemini. If you feel like you need to rest, then you need to rest. The world actually came back out with the Three of Cups. And that was at the bottom of the deck. Virgo, the Hermit at the bottom of the deck with the Chariot. So you guys are moving. You guys could actually physically be moving. You could be physically traveling. Say, for example, that you could be traveling for work. But I feel like you could be like physically moving houses even. Or like you're thinking about moving houses, or you're thinking about like relocating to like a new group of people, or you're going to come in contact with a new group of people. Gemini. Okay. You guys, whatever you're surrounded by right now, it's causing a lot of like strife and conflict. It needs to be completed. If you haven't wrapped something up, you might actually be physically experiencing like back pain, like lower back pain. Again, I'm not a doctor, but I'm just saying like pay attention to like little correlations, and obviously like talk to like your people in your community, like who are medical professionals about this stuff. But, you know, obviously, if you're on and you're watching videos like this, then you would obviously have some type of awareness and knowing that things correlate. You could be carrying some type of like symbolic weight. And so that would cause your back to hurt, or it would cause like your feet to ache. And it has to do with the foundations that you're in. Louis Hayes, I think that's how you pronounce. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm being pulled there. There's a book. There's like a detailed description of like ailments, and like I can't think of what the book is called. Either way, I don't have a lot of time because I'm in between a seminar here. So I do apologize. But if I can find it, I'll post it later. There's a book. It has like symptoms and then what could be the correlation with it. It's a great book. It has a lot of information, and it's really interesting to know and interesting to think about. So if you're dealing with a circumstance in your environment, it's causing you like physical responses, I'll say, like you get a stomach ache or you get back pain. Pay attention to how much stress you're under. Pay attention to how much weight you're carrying in the sense of emotional stress. Pay attention to that. It's very, very, very important, because sometimes we don't realize how that manifests in our bodies. And it could manifest in ways where we have like mysterious little things like that. So just pay attention to it. Three of Cups to the world here. I feel like you're thinking, Gemini, about relocating. I feel like there's a group of people that could be at a distance. And it's like you find peace and content and happiness in this circumstance. Like you're having a good time. But there's something here that needs to be wrapped up. So if you're thinking about making that shift, take that time out for yourself. It'll do you wonders if you take that time out for yourself. You need to rest, because you'll get clarity to whatever this is as you rest. So let's move forward to Libra. And again, with the Hermit being at the bottom of the deck for Gemini, then it definitely take that time to rest if you need it, because I feel like something would clear up, like physical symptoms would clear up if something is addressed. And I don't know, I know that that's really vague, but there is a correlation. So I don't want to, again, I have to say this, and I know it's redundant, but I'm not a medical professional. So obviously talk to, your naturopath or your doctor. And if you have any questions about your physical health, by any means, but again, I just have to deliver the message. So thanks for bearing with me. And I'm not advising anything medical, so just got to cover my own butt on that one. But I don't need people mad at me for that. So do your own research. Okay, Libra. King of Cups. So emotionally, you guys could be wrestling with yourself. I don't know why I just said wrestling. There could be a connection to wrestling with Libra. But this is like wrestling your emotions. Something is stressing you out because you feel so deeply for something, or someone feels so deeply. You have the Tower at the bottom of the deck that I was just drawn to look at. I don't know if you saw that on camera, but this King of Cups, it's like they're looking at the Tower, and I think it has to do with their emotions. So there's a Libra energy here. It could be masculine. They're sitting as the King of Cups. This is somebody who's in love, somebody who has a lot of emotions towards something. They're emotionally grounded, but they don't always communicate it. You see what I'm saying? Like the King of Cups doesn't always tell you how they feel. Ironically, this is also somebody who can be a little bit on the manipulative side when it comes to emotions, where it's like they try to maybe like work into your emotions a little bit, but they're not telling you how they feel. Judgment. There's a judgment call here where it's like this King of Cups needs to address how they feel. 8 of Wands and the 7 of Pence. There's been time invested in something. And it's like no more waiting. Somebody needs to make a judgment call. It's either they don't or they do. I don't know if that makes any type of sense. It's like this King of Cups is looking like they have to complete some type of cycle. They see some type of an abundance, but there's a procrastination here. There's an energy where it's like they're stopping themselves. It's like they go, they stop, they go, they stop, they go, they stop. So I don't know if you're dealing with somebody who comes in and out, in and out, in and out. They hit you up, they disappear. They hit you up, they disappear. They message you, they're gone. They message you, they're gone. They're facing judgment. There could be travel involved here. It could be like friends. There's other interferences here with the 8 of Wands. I don't usually get other interferences with the 8 of Wands, but this tells me, again, it could be friends, it could be travel, it could be work, it could be communication, it could be all these things that are very quick moving energies. This judgment's coming in quick. But it's like this person's trying to hit the brakes. But see, you can't hit the brakes with something here. You have the Queen of Wands. This King of Cups is looking directly at this Queen of Wands. They have something to say. There's a message that needs to be delivered. This Queen of Wands isn't waiting around anymore. They're sitting with abundance. So this Queen of Wands has abundance, and this King of Cups sees it. But they have to change and complete some type of cycle to see beyond something in order to get this. So I don't know if you're dealing with somebody who you already know, but this King of Cups energy does not want to open up. But they have to if they want this Queen of Wands. Like they have to communicate. The 8 of Wands is sitting smack in the middle. They have to open up. But it's up to them with judgment. They have to make a judgment call. It's like, are they going to do this or are they going to continue to wait? This Queen of Wands does not wait around though. They're very patient. With this abundant energy here, they're very patient, but they're not waiting around. So it does look like there could be success here if this person makes this decision with the 6 of Swords, Justice, and the 6 of Wands. It's kind of like a mouthful. Judgment and Justice being here, like, holy shit. This King of Cups energy, like, they are stressed out. They're, like, uncomfortably stressed out. And it has to do with their emotions, but they have to learn to communicate. They have to say something. Like the fact that they're not saying something is causing their own stress. They need to learn to open up. They need to learn to say something. This King of Cups is all about being in love, that abundant energy. And it's like they're looking right at this Queen of Wands, but this Queen of Wands is looking over here. So there's a chance that this Queen of Wands has already shifted their energy to focus elsewhere. But again, it's just because they know with the Queen of Wands knows their worth. And that would be why. Because this in and out energy wouldn't work for the Queen of Wands. But with the 6 of Swords, Justice, and the 6 of Wands, it's like this King of Cups feels like they can be successful. It's just very slow moving energy. They want to move forward. They want to come out of like an argumentative state. They want to come out of a 5 of Swords. I don't know if you were dealing with somebody who was a little bit like my way or the highway. Like, I'm going to come and, you know, kind of just do what I want, not communicate my feelings. Like, because to get to the Six of Swords, you got to come out of the Five of Swords. So obviously there was some type of like mental back and forth. Like, like, again, it's like always called narcissistic energy, but this is more like somebody just being very temperamental about like, well, I'll hit you up this day, but then I want my space. I want my space. Like, you know, like somebody just not willing to open up, not willing to let their guard down, not willing to be emotionally vulnerable. But then here's the King of Cups being so in their emotions that they have to be vulnerable. Like, this person kind of got caught up in their own situation. Honestly, they got caught up in their own feelings. I feel like you were dealing with an energy over here with the King of Cups who maybe didn't want to catch feelings, but they ended up catching feelings. So I don't know if this was like a friends with benefits situation, or if this was just like a friend, and then it's like all of a sudden it's like, oh my God, like I have feelings for this person. Like, but I feel like the King of Cups would like consciously know that. And it's like they're hot and cold, hot and cold, hot and cold. So I don't know until they make a decision. Oh my God. You're the Two of Wands with the King of Wands. Until this person decides to take action, until they decide to move forward, it's just the Queen of Wands is focused on other things, focused on their own abundance. Like, this Queen of Wands is sitting with the abundance card. It's beautiful energy. Beautiful energy. They're like, oh, you don't want to invest? Okay, that's fine. Like, they have other things going on. Like, the Queen of Wands is confident, energetic, but this King of Cups is like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know. They're holding themselves back. It's like they want to communicate, they don't. They want to communicate, they don't. But they have to see through this. If they want this, like, they have to peel through this layer of this like awareness. They have to complete this cycle because they're the one over here with the stress. This Queen of Wands is sitting with abundance. This King of Wands knows it. They need to take action, but they need to make that decision. They're at a crossroads. So the Magician also at the bottom of the deck with it with a Ten of Pentacles. They have all the tools that are necessary. I don't know if it's fear. It could be fear. But it's like they have all the tools that are necessary to make something work. They just have to come in and show it. So let's move on to Aquarius. Oops. Four of Cups and the King of Pentacles. Somebody feel left out. Could be an earth sign energy here. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, King of Pentacles. Somebody could feel like they're being ignored. They could feel like they missed an opportunity. Somebody is stressed out because they feel like they're not being acknowledged, or they feel like they're not being seen. Maybe they weren't. It's like something was being offered to them, but they were focused on these three other cups down here. This is like pouty energy. Somebody's very pouty. There's masculine energy here that's very pouty. But they have to come in as the king. You see what I'm saying? So the fact that they go from the Four of Cups to the King of Pentacles, it's like, okay, there was a big completion. They went from feeling super stressed out and overwhelmed to completing something. They jumped up relatively quickly. Oh, so somebody sabotaged something. Self-sabotaged. See, they thought with the Seven of Swords sitting over top of this awareness, like, look at the way that card is looking at the feminine in this card. Like, somebody thought that they could get away with something, and I hate delivering messages like this because it's like really not like, you know, like who wants, you know, like who likes to hear messages like that? Like, I don't know, but I guess it can be like confirming, you know, because it's like, hey, like, Sometimes with the King of Pentacles energy, this is somebody who's not willing to like sacrifice their time or their energy. Like this is somebody who's focused very much well on themselves and very focused on work and very focused on like material abundance. So I feel like you were dealing with an energy who was so focused on that and so focused on getting that King of Pentacles energy that they actually self-sabotaged a situation because they lacked an awareness. And it's like, then you have spirit over here with completion, like watching this person. And then here's this Two of Swords. So it's like almost like this other energy like has this blindfold on and like pulled back their energy. And then this other person was like, I'm going to gather all these swords and see what I can kind of like shift away with. And then the other two swords this other person has. So it's like this person like kind of like, it's like sneaky energy. Queen of Pentacles. Damn. Damn. What happened? You have a Queen of Pentacles sitting with abundance. Looking at the coin. Focus on themselves. Queen of Pentacles is very confident, very loving, very nurturing. The Two of Swords and the Seven of Swords. That's 9 swords between them. It's a lot of anxiety. A lot of... Okay, so you have... I feel like this King of Pentacles feels like they messed something up. What kind of message is this? Yeah, exactly. I really can't sugarcoat. Exactly. If it has to come out, it's going to come out. Like, I've already tried that. It doesn't work. It always comes back around. But this King of Pentacles, it's like this King of Pentacles saw something. Because you have a counterpart. You have the Five of Swords between these two people with the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords. This is all communication to me. This King of Pentacles, I honestly am getting a vibe or like a feeling off of this energy, depending on what vocabulary term you want to use. The feeling that I'm getting off of this is like this King of Pentacles was a little bit arrogant. Maybe not a little bit, maybe a lot. Damn. Because it's like this Queen of Pentacles, like this King of Pentacles put this Queen of Pentacles in a Two of Swords. Like, but they're still sitting in abundance, so that's a good thing. It's like that it didn't really affect their energy. The King of Pentacles actually affected their own energy instead of affecting the Queen of Pentacles. Which, I mean, good, because this is some bullshit energy. This is like knowing that somebody is really good for you, like knowing that there's a counterpart here, and then like not being satisfied with like what the universe is giving you. Like, I'm sorry to like say it that way, but it's like this is like kind of bullshit. It's like this Queen of Pentacles is so abundant, sees through this veil, knows that, has this awareness, right? It's counterpart energy. You guys obviously know each other. There's obviously been time invested, but somebody was not willing to come in correct. It was like you were getting like bullshit communication, in and out type of energy, harsh communication, even where it's like, I'm going to only say what I have to say so that I don't have to fill in all the blanks. And it's like this King of Pentacles actually put themselves in a cycle that they completed because they taught themselves a lesson, if that makes sense. Whoever this King of Pentacles is, because they're sitting here with the Four of Cups, and it's like they were being offered something that they kind of like, they thought they could get away with some bullshit. And whatever that bullshit might have been, it could be very minor, you know, I mean, on the scale of whatever you would consider to be minor. Meaning in this and that, meaning in the sense of like, it could be arguments, it could be not willing to open up emotionally. It doesn't always mean that there was like third party situation, but it's like depending on what your scale of major versus not major, you know? I don't want somebody to like mistake what I said, but it's like this person wasn't in a place to see what they had, and then they kind of like dropped the ball on it. They weren't willing to open up and communicate. The Knight of Swords is somebody who is a direct communicator, but they're not a very gentle communicator. They're more so like, I'll give you one sentence that's very direct and to the point, and then that's the end of the conversation. And then the Knight of Wands is like, okay, I'm going to come in and see what I can get type of deal, especially when it's paired with the Five of Swords and the Seven of Swords. Because the Knight of Wands isn't always like a bad card, neither is the Knight of Swords. But with this combination, this is somebody who definitely thought that they could get over on somebody. Like they thought that they like had the upper hand. But I feel like Spirit's kind of going to smack this person back down. Not in a bad way, just to kind of, again, it's a lesson learned. There's a completion here with the Seven of Swords. And I think that this King of Pentacles is going to recognize that they self-sabotaged the situation. And it probably could have been because they were, with this Four of Cups, it's like not wanting to take what's being given. So it's like you have somebody, again, it's like they don't want to accept help. They don't want to have a conversation. They just want to sit in the corner and they want to be left alone. They want to pout. This is somebody who's just like self-loathing. And I don't usually get that type of energy off of this card, but this is somebody, again, where it's like misery loves company, and this person was very much stuck in that state. And then here comes this Queen of Pentacles with all this abundance and all this stuff, and it's like, then the Two of Swords, it's like there was a decision that needed to be made. There was an awareness, a higher awareness. I think this Queen of Pentacles had that higher awareness. I think that this King of Pentacles also had this higher awareness because you guys are coming in as counterparts, and they looked at it and they said, I think I can get away with some shit here. Whether it be through conversation, whether it be through not telling you everything, whether it be through, like white lies, like, oh, I'm just going to kind of like, here, I'll talk to you for 3 days and then I'll just disappear for a week. And then it's like you hear from this person and they're like, super cool with you. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, I haven't heard from this person in a week now. And it's like back and forth, back and forth. Either way, as annoying as this is, the Queen of Pentacles energy over here, I don't think that you're actually being 100% affected by it. I think that the King of Pentacles is who's feeling the stress, the need to complete this, the need to be open, the need to be aware. I honestly feel like this Queen of Pentacles, you might not even know that this is going on. Like, this might be the first that you hear about it. I don't know. Like, you're sitting in a very abundant energy if you're in feminine energy. Because I feel like you saw something for what it was, you made a decision for what it was, and you chose to walk away from this narcissism or this like back and forth energy. Because the Five of Swords it's defeating. It's like back and forth. Like I just can't win. Like, it's like, okay, like I give up. Like, I'm done. Like, I'm done fighting with you. I'm done dealing with this bullshit. I'm done with the cycle. Unfortunately, you were dealing with a person who, again, you guys, King and Queen of Pentacles. So you guys it could be a relationship that you guys already had established, or this could have been somebody who you were talking to, where it's like you might have been aware of something, but that person wasn't quite aware of it. I don't know. There's some connection between the two of you, but it's like somebody self-sabotaged it. And it put this Queen of Pentacles in a Two of Swords. Blocked off her heart, or his heart. Whoever's in feminine energy, they blocked off their heart. And now they're only focused on their finances or focused on what's in front of them because they're not participating in narcissism, or they're not participating in argumentative energy. They're not going back and forth with somebody. They're not going to chase somebody. They're not going to play these games. And I feel like you might have been dealing with an energy who's kind of a little bit more on the immature side. Because with the Seven of Pentacles being smack in the middle here, I feel like this person felt like they could get away with something while you weren't looking, or while you didn't. They thought that you couldn't see it. But in reality, it's like you're so in tune with the moon and with the universe, with source. You're so in tune like you already knew. And that sucks for this other energy. I hate to say it like that, but this King, let's see what's going on with this King of Pentacles quick. So you have the Star card in between the two of you. So it's healing. A lot of healing going on. What's going on with this King of Pentacles? Four of Wands. What? Does this person, like, are they coming back in? They want to heal something? They see something now? They could be taking ownership. There's that King of Wands again. Maybe they want to take action. You could have another sign here. You could have just wrapped something up with an earth sign, and then you have a fire sign coming towards you. With the Star card and the Four of Wands and the King of Wands, you have a fire sign who's willing to take action. Somebody in Leo energy, Sagittarius energy. There could be an air sign and a fire sign here, and it's like you both are coming in as earth signs. Either way, this could be this King of Pentacles stepping into this energy with the fire sign energy with the King of Wands. Or this could be somebody new coming towards you with the Four of Wands and the Star card, where it's like something coming in. And this person's going to be very like fiery and passionate and like charismatic and knows how to take action. Because something went down with an earth sign, or with an earth energy, I should say, with this King of Pentacles. Somebody feels like they missed an opportunity, so this could be the same person coming back in as fire. You have the Two of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So again, this is like this or that, juggling a little bit. So again, it could be two different people. You could have somebody new. Eight of Swords. This is like not wanting to see something, holding yourself back. Tell me about this Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, you're working. Okay, so this Queen of Pentacles is not even focused on this. This Queen of Pentacles is focused on like projects and things in front of them. This other energy is holding themselves back. They're conflicted. I feel like they missed out. They're grieving. They're like, seriously, like there's an energy here. They're like grieving the loss of a connection. I don't know what this is about. This could be somebody who you already know. Eight of Wands is flipped over in the deck, but it didn't come out. Somebody's keeping an eye on you. Yep, look at that. Wow. Somebody's definitely keeping an eye on you. I feel like somebody is stressed out big time. They feel like they missed an opportunity. They feel like something's wrapped up. They don't know if they can fix this. They don't know how they're going to come in and do it. Somebody's like literally going through like a loss. I don't know. Like if you're dealing with somebody who just does not tell you how they feel, they just do not open up emotionally, but they see you as being very confident, being very successful, being very in your power, being very nurturing, being very loving, being very focused on your goals. And it's like they see a foundation. They see it. It's just this person like did not come in like the way that they should have, I guess. But their stress, it's like, look at this, like with the Hangman and the Ten of Wands at the bottom of the deck. They see it. Like they're stressed. Like they are stressed. It's like, I don't know if they feel like they messed something up. They feel like they missed an opportunity. They feel like, again, you have the Fool here with the Nine of Cups. It's like they want to take some type of a leap of faith, but it's like they're very slow to do it. I don't know who this is, but there's some type of a new start, some type of a new opportunity. Somebody sees wish fulfillment. But again, you could be dealing with a person who's a little bit more self-serving. This is somebody who definitely is used to focusing only on themselves. I feel like you're dealing with an energy who doesn't really, it's like it's a lesson for them to open up, to share their energy, to communicate. Like this person has to learn all of this stuff. So that's really all I'm getting. So if you're in feminine energy, this entire read for air, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, feminine energy, you guys are golden. Like 100%. You guys are focused on you. You guys are doing your thing. I don't even think that you feel this. You might feel it a little bit, but I don't even think you're being affected by it, which is great because it's like you should just be worried about yourself. Like, don't worry about this other person. Like, let the universe do this work for you. You focus on you, focus on your goals, focus on the things that you want to do, your accomplishments, your friends, your family, what makes you happy. This will all fall together the way it needs to. Make yourself available. Open yourself up to the highest love of all. Like, open yourself up to source and the universe working in your favor. Like, you have nothing to worry about. If you're in feminine energy, you have nothing to worry about. You're focused, you're good. You do have people keeping an eye on you, though. You could have multiple suitors, or you have one person in particular keeping an eye on you. And I feel like you're aware of it, but you're not focused on it. And that's why I feel like if you feel like you can't feel their energy, there's a reason, because I actually feel like you're being shielded, you're being protected from their energy. And it's because this person needs to make a decision. It's going back to that judgment call, I think, in the previous read. There's a judgment call that this person needs to experience. Some days you feel sadness and anxiety, but mostly you're golden. Yeah. If you feel like, I don't want to call it like a disconnect, but if you feel like you're like, oh, I don't feel his energy, or I don't feel their energy anymore, there's a reason, because you're being shielded from it. Like, you're being protected from it, because it doesn't need to affect you. You don't need to feel all of this. It's not your lesson to feel it, if that makes sense. So as this person goes through this, just focus on you, and just focus on self-love and the things that are important to you, and living your day. Live in the moment, live your day. Don't let this hold you up, because this person has their own lesson. You've already been through it. So, well, I do need to, this did run a little bit longer than anticipated, so this is going to be for the air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I am doing personal reads, so if you are interested in that, please feel free to email me. I do have to jump back on and go back to the seminar. Good morning, New Moon in Cancer. It's good to see you. I actually just got finished the read, so I do have to jump back off, because I am going to I'm in a seminar this weekend, so I'll be back after my seminar. But oh, that's awesome. You guys went to concerts. Oh, that's so cool. That's awesome that you got to do that. That sounds like so much fun. Just live your life. That's what I'm saying. Focus on you. This other person has something that they need to work through this energy themselves. So if you feel like disconnected in that way, just focus, bring that energy back to you. Like, call your energy back to yourself, and just live your day. Live your day. Focus on you and your goals, your dreams that you want to get done. Take a mini trip, hang out with your friends, go to the beach, go to the woods, like whatever it is, and just kind of let this energy be, because you're like literally, like, feminine energy right now is like protected, like 100% protected. So I do need to jump off of here, though, and get back to the seminar so that I am on time. But so yeah, this was for Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I did not timestamp, so I do apologize for that. Again, I am open to personal reads. Please feel free to email me if you are interested in that. Other than that, thank you guys so much for joining me. It was so good to connect with you, and it's so good to be back. And I'm sorry for the delay, but I just have so much going on. Okay, cool. I'll check my email. Definitely. I look forward to connecting with you, Catherine. But yeah, so I wish everyone the best. Go enjoy this beautiful day. It looks like it's going to be so nice out. And I look forward to coming back and getting back into readings here. Oh, it's good to see you too, New Moon in Cancer. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for being here. And I'll be back. It's just, just a little busy right now. But I hope everybody has a great rest of your day. And if I can jump on a little bit later, if I'm not too tired, I'll try to. But other than that, you can expect I'll be back and forth throughout the week after this seminar wraps up. But anyway, so I'm going to jump off of here. I wish you guys the best. I love you guys so, so much. Thank you all for the support. I love you guys. Enjoy the energy of today. You guys have a great week too. I look forward to speaking with you guys again, and I look forward to connecting in the future. Of course. So you guys take care, okay? I'll talk to you soon. Bye.